Hey YouTube, this is Southern Prepper 1. Luckily, we did not have a bank run yesterday. I still can see major weakness in the financial system, and there will be, just because we're basing everything off of fiat currency, has no value at all, and everything is manipulated. They're controlling everything, keeping everything afloat. So, which is good for us, because if you're not prepared totally, this gives you more time to keep preparing. So, yesterday, they bailed out some big banks. They bailed out some big, rich companies. They bailed out some rich individuals and are guaranteeing their money. Would they have bailed out the poor person? I don't think so. I talked to a lot of people yesterday. It was a great day talking to people. And basically, no bank run, because a lot of people I talked to said they had no money to go get out. They live paycheck to paycheck, and they pay their bills and have a little bit left over to prep. So look at it as we have an opportunity to keep prepping and keep preparing. It's sort of like they're got us on a yo-yo, and we're going up and down, up and down, and up and down. And if you're not, prepared, you feel that ride a little bit more because you're worried. Just look, we had COVID, we got inflation, we have Ukraine and Russia, we got the banking problems, the list goes on and on and on, bird flu, everything. So we're on a yo-yo. I think the key to that thing is getting off the yo-yo. Easier said than done. Now some people, to get off the yo-yo and try to get more financially secure outside the system is almost impossible, but you need to work towards that. You might never be getting 100%, but if you can get 25% off, where you could have some ability to take care of yourself, sustain yourself, be it by growing food or maybe getting some side jobs, side hustles that will help you get more money so you can prepare. You need to do that. The system is rigged. You can't change the system. It's gonna fall one day. No one knows when it's gonna fall. But we just got more time. We didn't have a bank run yesterday. So you have more time to prepare and to get yourself in a position to be financially prepared, physically prepared, mentally prepared, spiritually prepared for what's coming. So that is good. Got a couple of things I want to talk about. Probably the biggest thing is I have a relative that's in the Guard, and the relative unit, pretty specialized unit, and for some reason they lost their night vision. Their PVS 14s were taken from them, and this was months and months and months and months ago. No reason given why they were removed from their arms room, but they were removed. So recently they had some training. The relative of mine took his own PVS 14 so he could get quality training. They had enough to share. They got some, they borrowed some, but bottom line, this is a specialized unit that doesn't even have basic PVS 14s for some reason. I don't know. Were they planning on getting new ones and they took the old ones? And this was months and months and months ago, so why didn't they keep their old ones until they got the new ones? I have no idea. In the back of my head, I'm thinking, were these units sent over to Ukraine? A good possibility they were. I don't have the proof on that, but nothing makes sense. Being prior military, I know a lot that goes on in there. I know how things operate. I know how arms rooms operate. So why did they get rid of them? No idea. Also, the other day, I woke up about 1 o'clock in the morning with a terrible headache. I have no reason why I knew I got it. I was like, why do I got this headache? Now, occasionally I have gotten bad headaches, but I had a terrible headache. To the point where I was nauseous. It was terrible. And this has happened before, so it's nothing unusual. But I was combat ineffective. Could I have protected myself in my house? Yeah, I could have done that. But could you have asked me to go outside and patrol my property and actively go on something to do something? No, combat ineffective. So you got to remember that. Something might happen and you think you're the most well-prepared person and you got everything covered. Sickness could jump up on you. My headache went away after about, I don't know, actually probably the next day I was back to normal. I was very tired because I couldn't sleep with that headache. It was a sinus headache, and it could be because massive amount of pollen. So I had massive amount of sinus pressure. So I had to stay sitting up, perfectly straight up, and that helped the pressure. If I laid down, nope, game over. Pressure got worse. I couldn't do it. Right now, my son has an upper respiratory something, and he is down for the count. So he's out for the count now. So it doesn't matter how much preps you got. If illness creeps into your life, it's going to take you out. So you need to plan for that. And the plan for that is try to get everything at your property done so it can run without you. So maybe your wife can take over those duties, or a child, or someone can do it. So it gets back to thinking, hey, if I'm on my back, can at least people keep things running? And that's like in the military. Your primary purpose in the military is to train the guy underneath you to take your job. That's what you're trying to do, because in a combat environment, I have seen it firsthand. I've had experience. My boss, bam, he gets shot. 3 guys got shot. I instantaneously moved up a notch. I had to do a job that was higher than I thought I'd ever be doing under a combat environment. But I did it. I did it well. I got promoted. It was awesome. So you need to train everyone at your property, at your tree, in your homestead, at your house to do it. So am I guilty of not doing that? Yes. I have my son to rely on. So my son knows everything I know. Actually, my son knows more in some regards to maintenance on the heavy equipment. He years ahead of me. But train your wife to run the generator. Train your wife how to set up the solar generator, how to put fuel in it, how to do simple maintenance, how to reset the fuses if you got fuses or circuit breakers, how to set up the water purification system you developed. Train those people to do your job. Some people don't do that. In the civilian world, you're never doing that. The guy underneath you, you would never train to do your job, because then the company will get rid of you. So, we don't need him. We'll bring that guy up that's making half of what that more expensive guy is. And I understand that in the civilian world, you train your people too well, you might end up without a job. So, yes, we're on a yo-yo. Every day there's a new turmoil. There's new problems that we need to face. Try to get off that yo-yo. I'm getting off that yo-yo to the point where every time we have a crisis, I use it as a test. Am I ready? And every time we have a crisis, I realize I'm not totally ready. Some of that readiness is because I got lazy. I didn't do something I know I should have done. So motivate yourself to get ready for those problems and get off the yo-yo. They want us antsy. They want us frustrated. They want us not calm and cool and collective. That's their plan. So get off the yo-yo. Also, if you bought my book on surviving nuclear war, I appreciate it. If you do me one favor, could you please leave a review? Without reviews, the books don't go anywhere on Amazon. So if you enjoyed the book, please leave a review for us. I really would appreciate that. Thanks for watching.